Okay, students, my video cut off at the problem portion, so this is part 2 in the depreciation. So let's come back and take a look at where we were. Okay, we had looked at the table with the depreciation amounts, and we were working through the problem on your handout, which is Baker Corporation. We were doing the depreciation amounts, and I've already calculated some. But let's go back through this. Okay, we had decided that the cost of the machine, which was a copier, I believe that's what it was, $40,000, which included depreciation, the cost plus the installation. We had determined from slide 420 that the number of years for recovery was 5 years. So if you want to go back, let's go back one slide and show you where that was. Okay. That was 5-year recovery or useful life there under the copiers on slide 20. We decided that the amounts are going to be over 6 years. That's going to be beginning with 20%, going to 32, 19, 12, 12, and 5 in the last year. So let's take those percentages. And in year 1, what you would do is take your $40,000. You want to multiply it by 20%, which is 0.20. That's going to give you $8,000 of depreciation in year 1. Okay, year 2, you do not use any salvage value. You use the same $40,000. And in year 2, if you go to the table, it's 32%. So keep these in mind: 32, 19, 12, 12, and 5. That's where we're going here. So 40,000 times 0.32 is going to be 12,800. Okay, in year 3, we're looking at 40,000 times 19 was the third amount. Again, look here, 19%. So that's going to give you 7,600. Okay. Let me come over to year 4. Year 4 and year 5 would be the same. Not always, but in this case, it's going to be 40,000. You'll multiply that, come back. In this case, times 12 and 12. Okay, so this is the year 4, year 5 amount, and the last one's 5%. So 40,000 times 0.12, 0.12, that's 4,800 for those 2 years. And again, year 6, 40,000, and I told you it was 0.05. Again, 05 or 5% came from this table under 5 years. These are the percentages we're using all the way down and multiplying each times 40,000. So this is going to be $2,000. Now if you go through and you add all of the depreciation amounts, which is 6, even though we had a 5-year recovery, what they did was take a portion of year 1 and spread it out into the last year. And the reason for that is because in case you've purchased your equipment halfway during the year or sometime during the year, they still allow you a full year's depreciation at a reduced rate. Okay? So the total of all of this is our 40,000. Again, no salvage. Okay? So they don't give you a salvage value deduction here. Okay? Just use the cost. All right, now these would be the numbers each year that would go into the journal entry that I gave you: debit depreciation expense, credit accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation's balance sheet, depreciation expense goes on your income statement. You close this out every year on the income statement. The accumulated depreciation adds up every year until you have a total of 40,000 in there. Okay? Now, I believe that information's given to you. Here's your table. You can go back and look at, this is slide 422. and you can see how that's worked. If you go look at the book, it's on page 117. You can look in the library. Now, your homework is this problem. It's also the last one on your, let me put this up here, on your sheet, okay? And I want you to do both the MACRS, and then I also want you to calculate straight line considering a 3-year useful life. Have that ready for Friday with your test. Turn it in when you turn your test in for a homework grade. Okay? All right, please email me, text me, call me with any questions. Have a good day.